It's Monday, April 14th, and you're listening to the Three Nerds in a Basement podcast. I'm Vince.
I'm Blaven.
I'm Anthony.
And this is the Geek Chic Culture Show where we talk about all the cool things in the world. This week's episode is the aforementioned Captain America Winter Soldier review.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll also be talking about the Super Smash Bros. Nintendo Direct, as well as Japanese games that might not make it all the way across to North American shores.
Nope.
And comics and Amazon.
Comics and Amazon, what the?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Comics and Amazon.
Alright.
A little bit of housekeeping before we start. It has come to my attention that not all of you listeners do go to the end of the episode, which is fair game. I do that all the time with things that I listen to. So you might have not have heard that we have been slowly planning a Google Hangout Community Day with Three Nerds in a Basement, where you chill with us on the internet for, I don't know, some time.
An amount of time yet to be determined.
Yeah, we just you guys can ask us questions, and we can talk to you about anything you want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And it just requires a Google ID, which is basically a YouTube account, which is a Google Plus account. That's what you need. And if you want to be part of that, just remember to write into us at tniab.letters@gmail.com. We have a couple of people who have expressed interest already, but I'm just putting the word out there again.
No way! Really?
Just for those who didn't hear the message last week. So just remind you here at the top of the show, and I'll probably remind you again at the end of the show. Without further ado, let's get on with our Captain America review. So Captain America the Winter Soldier, the sequel to Captain America the First Avenger, came out earlier this month, and we saw the movie in the IMAX 3D.
Full experience.
It is the sequel to, again, that movie, as well as the Avengers. It also involves S.H.I.E.L.D. And I guess the big marketing point behind this movie is the Winter Soldier, who I'm pretty sure everybody who went into this movie knew who that was. It was a very select couple of people who didn't know. I mean, even if you watch the trailer, they kind of reveal it in the trailer, so...
Tis true. This is true.
But we are probably going to spoil the majority of the movie here.
Yep.
Especially those end credits. So be warned right now.
Yep.
And that's all. I mean, the movie's been out like 2 weeks, so you've probably already seen it by now.
Yeah, true.
Right? If you wanted to know about this movie, chances are you've seen it already.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But there you go. I'm going to go to Anthony first. Anthony, tell me about the Winter Soldier. Did you like it? Did you hate it?
I enjoyed it. It was a Marvel movie through and through. It's kind of what I expected.
What do you mean by it's a Marvel movie
like
through
just,
and through?
There's, at the beginning, it's the character setup, but a lot of funny quips by the main character, and then it goes straight into action, and then the action progressively gets more insane as the movie goes on.
Mm-hmm.
All while being very witty.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much every main character in Marvel is what they got to do.
Yep.
But I am someone who, I absolutely hated the first Captain America movie.
What are your thoughts on Captain America in general?
Captain America's cool.
Okay.
I like the whole super, he's not yet a superhuman, or he doesn't have superpowers, but he's still within the human range. Like, he can run forever and stuff like that, which obviously we can't do.
Yeah.
But he's not shooting lasers from his eyes and stuff like that. So
right.
I thought his kind of stuff was always interesting. And I think they showed off a lot more of what Captain America is, what I want to see him do, which is parkour, cool hand-to-hand fights, him using his super strength to his advantage, and stuff like that. And I really enjoyed it. All these the action sequences in these movies were insane. The one-on-one fights with the Winter Soldier were amazing, and just all the minute details they put into their fights and stuff. And even just simple chase scenes, like the one scene through the apartment building when Cap was just mowing through doors and stuff like that. Oh, when he turned
into the Hulk?
Yeah, when he turned into the Hulk.
Yeah.
That was really cool, and I really enjoyed this movie. Some of the stuff was really obvious, what's his face is never gonna die.
Who?
The guy, Samuel L. Jackson's character.
Nick?
Yeah, Nick Fury. Like, it's like, oh, Nick Fury's dead. I'm like, no, he's not.
Mm.
It's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. But
well, I mean, you got to come from this. The movie is marketed to those who don't know anything about.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So.
And I also like the little twist with them bringing back that scientist from the first movie.
Oh,
his name.
There you
Yeah,
go.
like,
It's
he kept
his name
his-
is escaping me.
Yeah, like he kept his brain in a computer.
Yeah,
I thought that was
I
pretty
do like
cool.
how they got him into like a computer screen.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, overall the movie was great, and like we'll talk about the after credit stuff too.
Yeah, sure, we will.
Yeah, they also name drop a lot of people.
Yeah.
The one thing that got me excited was that they name dropped Stephen Strange.
Yeah, that's been making the rounds as like the big Easter egg. I'm like, I don't get it. They name drop people all the time in all these movies.
There's just something about like because I remember watching a short movie, a Marvel movie on the origins of Doctor Strange, and I really like his origin story.
Yeah.
And if they do an origin story for him, that'd be cool. And like I'd like to see what Hollywood can do with that, and how they would actually portray the more mystical side of Marvel.
Right.
Yeah. But overall, I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was great from beginning to end, and then end again.
Oh, okay, cool. Blaven, you are the renowned Captain America enthusiast in the room.
Okay, so the number one thing I want to talk about in this movie.
Hold on, before you start.
Yeah.
Before you talk about this movie, if I recall correctly, you weren't here for our Captain America: The First Avenger review.
Were they not?
Nope, you were not. I remember that. You were leaving for Japan
Okay.
that week.
Okay.
So just to refresh everyone's memory, how did you feel about that movie, first of all?
Oh my god, that movie was so sick!
Okay, so going into this, we know there's heavy bias.
Yeah. So, how I felt about the movie, this movie was so sick! It was super sick! So, first of all, like the highlight of this movie is that Chris Evans is Captain America.
Again,
And
for
that
the
Chris
second
Evans
time.
also plays Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
And he's hella fit. And there's
Like in the first one, and the Avengers.
And
That
there's one
scene-
scene where he's talking to Samuel Jackson and his ass is just in your face. That ass.
Yeah, I didn't understand who
Yeah.
that shot was
It was
for.
for- it was for me.
Fangirls. It's for fangirls.
It was for me, Fangirls and Blaven.
And Tumblr.
Okay.
It's for
And
Tumblr.
so
Okay.
it was in IMAX 3D, so it was glorious.
Okay.
I feel like I could touch it.
Okay.
And it did.
Okay. Okay.
And that's my movie review.
Oh, that's it. Wow.
No, man, this movie was so sick. The hand-to-hand fights were sick. George St. Pierre was in it. And I didn't realize that George St. Pierre could do that stuff.
Yeah,
He was flipping around.
I was like, that guy's way more acrobatic than I would have thought.
Yeah, right? He was flipping around, doing backflips and stuff. And shields, I like how they did more shield play with Cap.
Mm-hmm.
He's bouncing it off unnecessary angles
Yeah.
for great effect.
I feel like Cap would be really good at pool.
Yeah, like he.
Him and Cyclops would be good.
Yeah.
See what's
Yeah.
up, you know? Just
The
battle it.
only shield thing that was really pissing me off is he threw the shield once at the Winter Soldier and he caught it.
Yeah.
And the next time he sees him, he throws it at him again. Like, really?
What? It's
Maybe
like,
work a
it's like
second
Batman
time.
and Batarangs.
I'm like, what did you think was going to happen? And then he did it a third time. I'm like, oh man, this is getting lame.
And so the hand-to-hand combats, like Anthony said, were very cool. It really highlighted the choreography and the kind of... It's small, minute details when they fight. For example, when the Winter Soldier's using his knife, he would drop it, catch it with another hand, try to swipe at Cap.
So yeah, I would say that knife fight is impressive.
Yeah, it's those little things that really, once you watch it, it's very impressive, but you can't really... You don't really know why until you watch it again, and then you say, oh, wow, so that's what happened there. Because everything happened so quick. And
Yeah.
But what I really was impressed about as well is the way they portrayed the Falcon.
Really?
Because, I mean, his character is just
Because
not...
I hate the Falcon.
Oh, I know. Like, I mean, he's not the coolest.
Yeah.
He's a guy with metal wings.
Yeah.
It was just interesting how they picked that, and they did a really good job of making his sequences interesting. For example, in the helicarrier and making him relevant in the movie. I mean, there's a lot of ways they could have gone where he wasn't relevant. For example, storming some sort of stronghold doesn't really fly inside, a building and whatever. But the fact that they did this whole helicarrier thing made it very exciting to watch him do aerial battles and whatnot.
Yes.
And also didn't have to limit Cap to fighting in an airplane or anything like that.
Right.
So it was kind of in the vein of Iron Man. So you get the Iron Man stuff plus the Cap stuff kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because then he's flying around and then
Yeah.
Cap's doing the ground stuff. I'm really also impressed by the way they tied in basically all of Shield.
Yeah.
The fact that they had its collapse and everything in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that they put that kind of conflict in this movie
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like Cap and Black Widow would be the closest to Shield, not really Iron Man or any of the other Avengers.
Yeah.
So I really liked this storyline.
Yeah.
And the cameos from other actors were cool too. There's Abed from
Community.
I feel like his cameo was wasted.
I know. I felt like he would have said something a little more.
Like he was, like I was waiting for him to say something a bit fourth wall.
Yeah, a little bit Abed-y.
Yeah, and I'm just like, and he didn't, and I'm like, oh.
The way he acted though was still like kind of the same. I felt like just his overall movement and gestures and stuff.
I don't think so.
I think they just took him and they said, "You're going to be a grunt. Here you go."
Yeah, because he could have done. He wasn't as. You know how Abed in the show is very kind of
for context. We're talking Abed from Community.
Community.
Yeah, okay.
Abed is very quick and kind of bird-like. He moves his head really quickly.
Yeah, he didn't have that here.
He didn't have that. I have a picture of him going, "Oh, there's something on the thing. I'll check it out," and then he walks over.
Yeah,
but he said it very normally.
Yeah, he turned into like
a real person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, a human being.
So I was very impressed with this movie. I liked it a lot. I would watch Chris Evans' butt again, and I think I'll go see it multiple times. And I think that once this comes out, I have to make sure that my TV doesn't get those. You can't have those anymore, right? Where an image is frozen on there for too long and just burns it onto there. Because I'm just going to pause it at that point.
Yeah, get a CRT monitor.
Yeah, I'm just going to pause it at his bum.
That's just going to be your wallpaper?
Nah, and my background wallpaper too.
Okay.
My phone and stuff. So.
How'd you guys feel about...
Scarlett Johansson's bum? Not as good as Chris Evans' bum.
It's better.
No, she had a wicked shot there in the
beginning. I know, she did, didn't she?
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's well placed. No, I was going to ask about Captain America in the movie has a neighbor.
Oh,
did you guys... Her name's Sharon Carter. Did you guys watch the Marvel short?
No.
Mikey, what was it from? Was it the Iron Man or the Thor 2 DVD that had it?
It would have to be... no, it's not Iron Man.
It's Thor? Thor 2 had the Sharon Carter short. I didn't watch it, but I now want to go back and watch it. Because she seems kind of cool. Because I went into that movie thinking like, oh, I had no idea. That was a surprise.
But, that she was a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent?
Yeah, but I feel like if I had watched that short...
You already knew.
Yeah, and it would have been different.
Okay.
And like it would have been understandable as to why she's like, no, I don't want to go hang out with you. Yeah. Okay. For me, this is a great movie. Remember how I said like Thor 2 was the best Star Wars film?
Yeah.
This is the best Bourne trilogy film.
Yeah.
Because this is what it is. It's the Bourne identity. It's what it is. And I really like that. I do feel like there was a little bit of a bait and switch with the name of this movie. I feel like it shouldn't have been called Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Mm-hmm. It should have been called Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. featuring Captain America.
Featuring Captain America.
Like, don't. That's not to say the movie's bad. I just feel like the focus is wrong because I don't know. I was expecting a lot more Winter Soldier stuff and plot, but he just turns out to be a grunt someone's hired.
Yeah, he appears at key moments, and then
and his character stuff doesn't really get resolved. It barely gets touched upon. Yeah. But the fight scenes are wicked. Like what I really like about the fight scenes in this movie are they feel very acrobatic. Mm-hmm. Like someone really worked hard. It's like, okay, this guy doesn't have superpowers. What would he do that could make him stand out? And it's like, oh yeah, Cap is very parkour. He'd like to be gymnastic filled and stuff, and it's really cool. Mm-hmm.
For me, at least, it reminded me of like really, like Chinese action movies, like just the really in-depth hand-to-hand combat and stuff.
Like The Raid.
That. Yeah, like The Raid.
Yeah,
like The Raid.
Like The Raid,
or like any Donnie Yen movie.
Yeah, the knife. Like I will say, the first time Cap fights Winter Soldier and the Winter Soldier pulls out the knife, just insane. And I was thinking, like, how did they even film this? And then it hit me. Wait, that knife is CG. There's just no way.
For real, it's a real knife.
Yeah, there's no way.
They can do that kind of stuff. I mean,
no, I have no doubt.
But Hollywood probably wouldn't take that much time.
Mm-hmm. Because I mean, it's this little blade. Even if it was real, I don't think you'd be able to tell the difference if it was CG or not.
Yeah.
At that scale.
And it's moving so fast. You know?
Yeah, and the way like the reflection hits perfectly, so you can see it spinning. Like, it's either real and touched up with lighting effects, or it's just all CG.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. In the first movie, I always felt even in sort of Avengers, I never felt like Chris Evans really was Captain America. Like there was always something off. But I felt like in this movie, like he fits into the role finally, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I believe him. I'm like, okay, you are Captain America. You are Steve Rogers. I love his Commander Rogers suit. Hate how he had to ditch it because he didn't want to be part of
His
SHIELD.
Commander Rogers suit was sick.
It is the coolest suit. And I feel like he should just never wear anything else.
Yeah.
I really like that suit for the movie.
What about his Under Armour suit when he's running?
When he's running.
What does he say when he's running?
To the left?
No. What?
On your
left?
On your left,
On
right?
your left.
So is he telling him because he wants him to move out of the way? He's passing by.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's all it is.
All right. Cool. I thought so.
But yeah, speaking of the Falcon, like, the Falcon, I feel like he was just a character that Marvel really wants to push hard. He's appearing in all the latest comics. He's in the newest cartoon, and like Marvel's like, we need to push this character.
You know what though, dude? The Falcon isn't really that far off. He's been around for a while.
He has.
Not lying.
He's just not very relevant. Like for me, the weird part is that considering this is a Shield movie, what happened to Hawkeye?
Because he was very close to Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah,
Especially in the Avengers, right?
right. Like they did the awesome thing of bringing Colby Smulders back,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, well, what about Hawkeye? Because I feel like it could either been Hawkeye or Falcon, right? I don't think to me they're different characters, but they could have filled the same role to me.
Mm-hmm.
I did like the whole undercover stuff. The wittiness was cool until Scarlett Johansson's character got really girly,
Really girly.
where she's like, "I want to set you up with this.
Oh,
Is that your first kiss?"
Yeah.
Oh, like I was like, that's a little out of character. Like with this Natasha Russian chick, would she really be like? I guess whatever.
Whatever. It's just for fun.
Yeah, no, I get
Yeah.
that. Like it just took me out for a little bit. I'm like, I don't like. I understand Captain America saying that stuff because he's a Boy Scout, but this hardened agent, I just was like, okay, whatever.
Whatever. I still bought it.
Yeah, no,
I mean, it's not like
it
if
wasn't.
you're digging that hard, it's like you can dig all the comic stuff you want. Like if they're like, oh, this doesn't seem like the comic characters. They're like, yeah, but what would they, right? I mean, it's not like
No, that's not what I'm
yeah.
saying. I'm just feeling like it was a little out of place.
Yeah.
Like I just never felt like because in all her appearances, from Iron Man 2 to the Avengers, she was pretty stone cold, pretty hard, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like the only time she wasn't was when she was undercover and Stark didn't know who she was.
I thought she was kind of no nonsense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like she was all business.
I guess I didn't get that.
Yeah. But whatever. I mean, if that's what they want to do with the character, that's what they want to do with the character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a good movie. I like how Captain America wasn't wearing the costume 24/7. He only put it on when he needed to.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a bit silly that he pulled out his World War II costume.
It was also silly that he left his shield in his
So
apartment.
yeah, how many shields does he have?
One.
No, because in the beginning his shield was blue,
Yeah.
and then he goes home and there's one that's red.
Yeah, peach up.
I don't think it was red. I think it's just the lighting.
I didn't pay that
Cap
much attention.
only has one shield. though.
I know Cap as having one shield, and like this is one
No,
Cap shield.
that's why it's confusing me. How come like the shield in the opening scene when they're storming that deck, his shield is blue,
Okay.
but at home when he picks the one up from the thing, it's red.
Don't think it was dark.
No, trust me. I'll show you the movie screenshots from filming. It's blue.
Maybe it's just a continuity error, but I don't know.
I don't
Like,
think so.
That's why I didn't understand. Like if it was a stealth shield or something.
That'd be cool. Stealth shield.
All I know is just he has one shield.
No, that's what I thought. That's why I was wondering if you guys knew what was going on there.
No, I didn't know.
But yeah, it's a good movie. And the question I guess I want to ask you guys is, where does this rank in your Marvel movie rankings now?
One.
This is your favorite. It surpasses Avengers.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It's-
Not only because it's the newest. It's not because it's the newest. Sorry, it's because I think I had more fun with this than I did with the Avengers. I think I could watch this over and over again. The Avengers, not so much.
I think it's 2 for me, just under the Avengers.
Just under the Avengers.
Yeah. Like I was thinking if it'll take over Iron Man 2, but I don't know. Like it's kind of even for that. Maybe it's like a 2-3 tie for Iron Man 2.
Oh, you really like Iron Man?
I like Iron Man 2. It's good.
Yeah, this is probably on one of the better ones. I don't know if it's for me. It's probably third or fourth best for me.
Mhm.
I still think Avengers is the best one out there, but yeah, no, this is a great film. I think I think for me, the one thing that I was most excited about this movie actually doesn't have to do with the movie at all, and it's how it affects the TV show.
Oh, have they done the changes already?
Yeah, so like the episode that airs right after this movie released follows up on that, and the episode changes everything. Like this movie changes everything in the episode.
Oh wow.
Like if you're reading a comic, right? Say the TV show was a comic, this was the event. The movie was the event, and then this is how it changes that comic.
Okay.
So yeah. But did you guys want to talk about the after the credits sequence?
Yep.
So the first one was.
How about we go backwards because the second one is meaningless.
Oh yeah, true.
No, it's not.
What?
No.
It reveals two characters.
What are you talking about?
What?
He's talking about the last one.
Yeah, the last
the
one.
last one was with the two dudes.
What are you talking about? Last one was with Bucky.
Oh, okay, that
Where
one.
he goes to the museum and he
okay.
sees that his identity.
Yeah.
So what were you going to say something on that, Blaven?
I think that it's pretty significant.
Really?
Because it gives me away something that could happen in the future, like very, very likely.
Would you like to elaborate?
Yeah, so the guy who is head of the strike force, I forget his name, but he's, I think, Copperhead.
Okay.
He's the guy who shoots Captain America.
Oh.
So, like, I know that you guys...
I never got his name.
That's the thing, right? You guys, like, when you dig deeper, that one was more subtle, but I think more impacting.
Yeah.
Because Bucky now knows that he's a good guy. He can take over for Cap. So I think they're going to kill Cap in the future.
Chris Evans did want to.
See, like, I don't know. See, like, now don't you think you're digging a little too far there?
No, the guy's name is the guy who kills Captain America, and they saved him at the end.
Uh-huh.
They could just have left him, but they didn't.
Yeah.
And like it's just I don't know why they keep Bucky around. I think they're gonna kill Cap because I mean he can't be Cap forever. And so, like, that's an event that they could do. Like, you can just kill Cap.
I guess it would line up with the timing. I mean, you're right. Chris Evans did say, I'm only here for 6 films.
Yeah, exactly.
Then I'm out. So.
And he's already, like, halfway, right?
Yeah. This is his third film, yeah.
This is the third film, right? And so, like, because I knew that the guy, they didn't save him for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they wouldn't have shown that. Because, like, he looked pretty insignificant as a grunt.
Mm-hmm.
But if they saved him, then they're going to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So then I looked at it a little deeper, and I'm like, oh, shit. I should have known the guy's name.
Okay.
It was the guy who killed Cap.
The guy they saved was the dude from Warrior.
Yeah.
That guy?
Yeah.
He's Copperhead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Copperhead or whatever the guy's...
Okay.
Crossbones?
Huh? Crossbones.
Oh,
Yeah, that's that Crossbones.
Okay.
He's the one who shoots, like, Cap. And so, like, I'm like, oh, okay, this makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know Steve Rogers wasn't Cap anymore.
What?
Like,
We told you this a lot.
I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. I just didn't remember.
We were talking about it for, like, months. Where Bucky has the triangle shield. He had a gun. Everybody's saying, why does Captain America have a gun?
And Captain America's suit is
I thought he just had, like, I thought this was just, like, he was alongside him.
No.
Oh, no. He takes the place.
Oh, okay. He takes the place, like,
Yeah.
fully. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that was pretty significant.
Yeah.
Because it shows that they're not just gonna... Like, if they didn't have that scene at the end, then Bucky's gone. I thought, that's fine. Okay, Bucky's gone. He was a one-time thing. But now it's like, I think we're planning for it.
I always just thought it was just because Bucky's storyline, it never gets resolved in this movie. And I always just thought he's obviously coming back for the third Captain America.
Yeah.
Whether or not that's going to be what you're saying, what you're proposing it's going to be.
Yeah.
I just thought it was just going to be like, oh, hey.
Oh, I thought the opposite. Because in my mind, I already know who Bucky's going to be. So the final sequence nailed it in the coffin that they're going to do something with him. Because if they literally left him and they didn't resolve his thing, that's it for Bucky. I could read them, we just cut out Bucky, that's it. He's in here for this movie, that's it. But now that they put this in there, they said, oh, okay, we're going to do something. And the only thing that I think that they could do is that, which is very exciting, because it's going to be something that's going to be very shocking. People who don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty sweet. But I like that last sequence a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we'll talk about the other one that hypes up, I believe, the Avengers 2.
Yeah.
Do you want to describe that one as well?
So this one is Baron. I forget his name.
Von Strucker.
Baron von Strucker. He has a scepter. Is it the scepter of Loki?
Yeah, Loki Scepter. Yeah.
So he has it in his possession. He's talking to another Hydra agent, and they're talking that they don't really have time for all these petty quarrels because they have more important work to do. And they said they were experimenting on people, and that there's a lot of people who died. But there were some survivors, and they showed 2 people behind glass,
Mhm.
and what you're supposed. They don't really say their names, but they say that they're twins. Yes, and they
do.
also call them miracles because they can't call them mutants. So the two people you're supposed to kind of what gives it away what they're doing in their cell.
Yeah.
So the first one on the left, he's streaking around his cell, hitting the walls, and showing off his sweet biceps.
Mhm.
It is the actor from Kick-Ass. What was his name?
Oh,
Yeah,
forget
apparently
his
he's
name.
uncredited too.
Oh, I forget his name.
Yeah, I forget his name as well. So he's Quicksilver.
Yep.
And another girl is Elizabeth Olsen or something.
The
who is
youngest.
not? Who is not? Oh, is she an Olsen sister?
Yeah.
But not a twin.
Yeah, she's just the youngest.
Oh, interesting. She is playing with blocks, and she looks super young. But I think that she's like 20s, right?
Yeah, I think the movie makes her look young.
Yeah,
but
super young.
But like, if you see her in the
Real life.
yeah, she's
She's a full grown woman, right?
yeah.
She's playing with blocks, and then at the end, she just crushes one of the blocks with her mind.
Yeah.
And because she's using red sort of kinetic energy or something,
It's
or
like wispy red lines.
wispy red lines.
Yeah,
You're supposed to say it's the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. That's
Yeah.
how crazy. Which was weird because they said it was going to talk about Ultron, but I don't think that talks anything about Ultron. I mean, so no tech there. It's like not really any tech, not really any AI. It's just kind of like two mutants. So I guess I don't understand what the whole deal is with like them putting in mutants when they don't have the rights to the word mutants.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on here.
Really know.
So what do you guys think?
Yeah. It's at this point, I've always seen these things as just expected. It's like, oh. And like they're fun little things, but they don't hype me up like they used to anymore.
Yeah, see, I wasn't excited about this thing.
Like, I remember the build up to the Avengers was like, oh wow, they're gonna do an Avengers movie, but it's like,
This has no linear line that I can see.
before each one of them made sense. It's like, oh, we're going towards common goal. Now I can't tell which one of these are hyping up Guardians or which one's hyping up the next sequel, or is it the Avengers, or is
For
it?
me, it's more, what are these two guys doing?
Yeah,
Like, this has nothing to do with Ultron, I don't think.
Yeah.
And it's just, what exactly is this
for a second I thought they were just cross promoting X-Men.
I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah,
Speaking of cross promotion, I saw the Quicksilver for X-Men.
Yeah.
Eating like a burger or something
Mhm.
for an ad.
Mhm.
He looks way lamer than the X-Men for this one. For the Quicksilver on this one.
yeah. There's a lot of fan outrage on that.
Yeah, he looks really lame. The Quicksilver for the Disney Avengers.
Yeah.
Like he looks sick.
Yeah.
Silver hair and everything.
I don't really know what the complaints are about because I remember looking at what Quicksilver looks like in the comics. I'm like, he doesn't really look that cool to begin with.
Yeah, but I mean, he has a slick back hair. It's good looking.
I guess
The one from Days of Future Past just looks like a punk.
he does look like a punk.
Yeah, it's just whatever. You
He
know?
does. He does.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ultron, did you guys see how? So you guys knew Vision was in the movie, right?
Yo.
Did you read up how they are introducing his character?
No, what is he gonna do?
He's Jarvis.
Oh. You know what? I feel like I've heard that before.
Yeah. So Tony's AI in his suit becomes Vision,
Oh, pretty crazy.
which
I can see that.
I guess sort of makes some sort of sense
Some
considering
sort of sense.
Iron Man is quote unquote out of the game.
You know what? I think we should just stop, like, thinking that they're gonna follow the comics in any way because they can just throw any left ball they want.
Yeah, no.
All we're gonna have to hope for is just name dropping.
No, I agree. That's why when you said like the whole Bucky Crossbones thing, I was like, "Are you sure?" Like,
Yeah.
that's why I was like, "Who knows? It could be different."
Because now that you say that, it's
Yeah.
I don't really know what's going on anymore.
Oh,
What is real?
speaking of Iron Man, why didn't they just call up Iron Man?
Yeah, I
in
know,
this
right?
movie, right?
Because I mean, where was he when all this stuff was going down? Just ignoring it?
See, that's the problem with now that the Avengers movie has happened. Like, it happened in Iron Man 3. It's like there's this world thing, destroying thing called the Mandarin. Yo, what happened to Shield, the world's most high tech organization? Why aren't they in on this?
I guess it's just supposed to assume that they know that Iron Man's on it, kind of thing.
Did they? At the beginning of the movie,
I know,
Iron Man
right?
was dead.
I know, true.
Right? So it's just, I just wish they would like have some sort of bullshit excuse as to why they're not there. Like
Yeah.
Thor's simple, yo, he's in Asgard.
Just
Mhm.
chilling.
You know, Bruce Banner
He's
meditating in a forest.
he's
He's
critical.
Himalayas.
Yeah. But Iron Man, Mr. I'm on TV all the time. And they name drop Stark and Iron Man like a billion times throughout the movie.
Yep.
And I don't know. Stupid complaints, I know. Rate this one,
5 cap shields out of 5.
Anthony.
5 out of 5.
I'm going 4.
Ooh. I know what lost you.
What?
Not enough Sephiroth.
That's always it, right?
That's always it.
That's always it.
I just knew it. I knew that Vince wasn't satisfied.
I needed that white hair and obscenely long katana.
I know. Oh God.
Right.
I got you nailed.
You're right. That's exactly.
So what lost the point?
I don't know. Like, I really like this movie. I just feel like it wasn't the movie I was expecting it to be.
But it's the one you deserve.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I like this movie from start to finish. It probably has the best car chase sequence in recent years that I can remember. The fight scenes are great, but there was just something about it that I felt was a little... You know what? It's when Captain America had to flashback to all his shit that he has to deal with. I was out.
Flashback.
Like when he was on flashing back to remembering Bucky, when he was going back to the training camp where he...
Oh, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, like, honestly, I didn't care for the Cap fiction.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Like, I really like the S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff, but when it came to, like... For me, when Cap appeared on the screen, if he wasn't fighting, I was bored.
I see.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong, his Apple Store appearance is awesome, but...
Yeah. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, he's talking about his high cuts.
Yeah.
Like, that was great, but... Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, let's move on.
Yo.
So, picks of the week time. Anthony, do you want to open this one up?
My pick is about Nintendo Direct happened, and they announced this game. I don't even know if it's a game. It's called Tomodachi Life.
Tomodachi Life.
Which I think it's just translates into Friend's Life.
It's kind of like the new Animal Crossing.
Yeah, it looks like the new Animal Crossing, but just bonkers. And so what you can do is import Miis, so your friends' Miis you've created in your creation and stuff like that. And it seems like you can play out what looks like soap opera dramas, but with your Miis, and it looks so weird. Like they had one event where one of the Nintendo employees, one of the high ranking guys, he wanted to confess his love to Samus on the beach, and then Reggie Fils-Aimé came out and said, "No, I love her too." And it's just it has just like all this weird stuff, and like your Mii can be happy, unhappy sim style, and they have their own life and personality in comparison to all the other Miis that happen.
Jeez,
it looks weird. It's like Sims, but with soap opera drama aspects, and it looks really interesting. The trailer quotes, the Nintendo Direct video is like 10 minutes long. I recommend watching it because it's just insanity. Apparently, it's really popular in Japan right now.
Yeah, it is very popular in Japan.
So I'm pretty excited to actually see what it is. Like,
did they confirm this is coming out?
Yeah, it's coming out here. It's
When?
in June, I believe.
Oh, that close?
Yeah, I think early June.
Full price game?
I have no clue. I don't know what the price is. I just know it's coming out this summer.
Okay.
Looks weird.
Very, very cool. Speaking of Nintendo Directs, my pick is also a Nintendo Direct, probably a big Nintendo Direct. It was the Super Smash Brothers Nintendo Direct. I don't know if you watched this. I don't know if you've heard about the news for
I
this.
heard a couple characters. I don't know if I know all the characters.
Mm-hmm.
But I know like Greninja's in it.
Yeah.
Charizard has its own solo spot.
Mm-hmm.
I heard there's no more like transforming characters.
Yep.
I don't remember what else happened.
Okay, so they announced that there's going to be two versions, one on the 3DS, one on the Wii U. 3DS comes out in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Wii U comes out in the winter.
Okay.
And you've already known that they have two different art styles.
Yeah.
They went through a whole bunch of minute stuff, like there will be... They're bringing back favorite stages from past Smash Brothers versions.
So all the final destinations, like all the different incarnations.
What?
All the different incarnations of Final Destination.
I'll get to that. But the 3DS and the Wii U versions won't have identical... They won't have the same stages.
Oh, wow.
They'll be different.
Cool.
Like, they'll be in the same world, but they'll be different. As for Final Destination, they understand that there is a competitive community to Smash Brothers. So, when you play online, there's going to be two modes. For fun, where it's all any stage, any items, and for glory. Final Destination only. No items.
All Fox.
However, instead of just making it a Final Destination, there's a Final Destination version for every stage.
Oh, okay.
So if you go to like Mario, the background will be like 1-1. but just
a flat.
But yeah,
Okay.
and they showed multiple different ones. It's like, and they have different soundtracks to go with it too. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's kind of cool.
Makes it more interesting than just staring at space.
Mm-hmm.
Too distracting.
Yeah, I bet you someone's gonna bullshit.
The
like that.
sprites on this screen are making the game lag, and I can't wave dash properly.
Yeah. There's going to be. I can't remember. In the last Smash Brothers, there was a assistant trophies, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Like where full characters came in and helped you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So those are back.
Okay.
Like you said, there's no more transforming characters. So Sheik / Zelda or Samus / Samus is not happening. Instead, they split them up, but they gave each of their different versions power-ups to combat that. So Sheik has way more ninja moves.
Cool.
And for Samus, they gave her jet boots,
Oh, it's like
so she can be way more agile. And that's really it. They showed off Little Mac, and he is a beast on the ground, but in the air, he's useless. His recovery won't save you, like when you're in the air, which is cool. And they showed off a 3DS specific mode called, I think it's like Smash Dash? I don't know. Smash and Run?
Okay.
Basically, you remember when you're playing through the single player and there's like the Smash the Targets or the... What's the other one they had?
Race to the Finish.
Yeah, it's a combination of that.
Huh.
With both of those together. It's 4 people on the same place. You can't interact with each other. And you either smash enemies or targets and you get power-ups. And they'll modify like your stats, like your HP or your strength, your speed. And then after you have all your modifiers, you go into battle.
Oh, cool.
So it's cool, I guess. Like they showed like they showed like 2 different versions of like a Pichu. One went for speed, the other one for like defense.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was cool. But yeah, Smash Brothers is looking really, really neat. There's not really much else to say on it, I think.
Does the 3DS version have multiplayer?
Mhm.
Online multiplayer?
Mhm.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw their online rules. There's like rules to not be banned on Smash Bros.
Yeah.
And like one of them was don't pick on one person.
Mhm.
Like if you relentlessly pick on one person, it's a bannable offense apparently. And there's like weird stuff like that.
Yeah, they do have. Yeah, they did reveal that, like how to not get banned on Nintendo. But Nintendo has the weirdest policies online. Like
If a person's losing, beat them more.
That's what I thought.
I mean, they lose faster.
Yeah,
They lose faster.
No, seriously. Like, what are you gonna do?
Then they can be the best at
that's a
losing.
strategy. You get one character out of there faster, right?
Yeah, there's less people.
Yeah. So I don't understand what it is.
Womp womp.
They're also gonna have their version of a true skill stat, so people.
Every time you mention tournament
Mhm.
or true skill
Mm-hmm.
or fight for glory in
Yeah.
Smash Bros,
Yeah.
I cringe.
And it's going to be a stat that you're going to be able to tell your friends that, hey, I'm better than 300,000 of these players. So there you go.
You're still battling other people.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's what a fighting game is.
Yeah. If you're playing without items, you're playing wrong.
Well, let me
Smash
say,
balls only.
like, I'm sure it's not like your traditional fighter, but you're still fighting.
I
You
still
are-
think it's a fighting game.
You are still fighting.
Yeah, but like, if you take away the elements that make it a party game, it's a fighting game.
Yeah.
Well, what makes it not a fighting game then?
The fact that it's a party game, like I can add elements to Street Fighter
To make it a party game?
Yeah, if I just put it, but like at its core, it's still a fighting game. Like at the core of Smash Bros, it's a
fighting
It's
game.
a party game.
No, it's
it's
a
like
fighting
it's like
game.
I wouldn't say Mario Kart is a sim. Like is a true racing game. Like it's just an
No.
arcade like
And
bullshit
an
fun
arcade
around.
racing game is a genre. What are you talking about?
But it's its own. I don't know. I don't think that Smash Bros is like a true like on the level of Street Fighter or like a Guilty Gear. Kind of
I
fighting.
don't think it started out as one, but I think the direction and development because of the community shifted it towards that way.
If they can prove me wrong with this new,
So it's
entry,
not complex
sure.
enough for you to warrant it to be a fighting game.
Yeah,
Then how do you feel about Dive Kick?
that's just a Flash game. They just took a Newgrounds game and then put it on the console.
I would argue it's a fighting game, man.
I'd argue you fight in it.
I mean, I would argue, I don't know, Street Fighter 2 has the same amount of complexity as Smash Brothers.
Oh, wow. Oh. Holy smokes. That's a good one.
Like, if you ask me, like, you compare the GameCube Smash Brothers to Street Fighter 2, that's the same complexity of fighting.
But fighting games have evolved
Wow.
for so
That is
long.
a-
If you're
wow.
But it doesn't matter. You're still saying that's a fighting game. So I don't see the
no,
difference.
if something like I'm saying like if something from like Street Fighter 2 is a weird case because people that's like where
okay, you can't say it's a weird
I'm not
case.
I don't think Street Fighter 2 is really interesting competitively at all. Like I think that's more
That's
also
a
just,
different question.
that's just a quarter eater. That's just something people make.
Okay.
And then like Smash Bros. They took it very seriously. And then when Third Strike happened and 4 happened, they took it in a direction where people can play competitively, where people can get like they added all this depth to it and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like on that How You Know Gaming, like combo system was just an accident.
Then
Yeah.
what about the depth that people made with like Smash Bros, where they learned how to wave dash and stuff?
That's cool. Like I think that's cool, but I don't think the game really supports that kind of stuff. Like I can find out weird glitches and stuff in any game, but it doesn't change it from something it's not. Like if the next installment of Smash Bros and they take it and they make it more serious, I will be like, okay, starting from here, Smash Bros is
So what would
A
make
fighting
what would make it not what would make it serious for you?
like something that's not just where me like just repeatedly tapping you once over and over again is what like when I watch Smash Bros is what it seems like. It's like edgeguard forever or just like kind of tap you and get out, tap you and get out.
So
But that's how I feel when I watch Street Fighter 4.
Street Fighter 4 though has like so much like all the cross ups, the different frame advantages and stuff like that I really
Sure, it's a bit more complex, but okay, fine. I'll bring it back to Street Fighter 2. That's how I feel when I watch that game.
no, I mean, so the thing is like, so you're saying that like, okay, for for Street Fighter they have cross ups, they have wake ups and stuff.
they have a lot of mechanics that work with the strategy.
So you're saying that edge guarding, those mechanics that they have for wake ups when you're on the edge, those don't count for you.
Just not really. Like it's like because the ledge part is mainly to get onto the stage, and edge guarding is cool. While like I'm going to deny you from getting up on the stage, and it is a strategy, but I don't know. It's just it feels different to me.
I don't know. Like, for what you're saying, like, to me, it just sounds like Street Fighter 4 has more. And that's it. And, like, but to me, it's just Smash Brothers, I'll admit, yeah, has less mechanics you get to play around with.
Mm-hmm.
But at its core, it's still a fighting game to me. Like, if I were to compare it to, I'm going to go way beyond and go to real life racing. If I were to compare go-karting to Formula 1, clearly one has way more things to deal with. But at its heart, it's still racing. And
Okay.
it's still the same. And that's how I feel about Smash Brothers versus Street Fighter or Third Strike or whatever else is out there.
Yeah, okay. I just don't feel that way. I don't feel
Okay.
that Smash Bros. Yeah.
Okay.
Like in the same way as your comparison as like you take like a lower end of a racing sport.
Yeah.
I don't feel it that it's the same way as Smash Bros is a lower end of a fighting game. Like if Street Fighter was Formula 1,
Yeah.
I don't feel that Smash Bros is even go-karting.
Okay. Okay.
And my stance on it is that I think that you can make Smash Brothers complex enough to make it an actual fighting game, depending on how you play the game.
Okay.
Like it has the capacity to be that complex. I mean, I can see where you're coming from, where it doesn't have these mechanics, but you have to admit that the people who practice edge guarding, who practice meteor smashing, who practice timing it so that their opponent cannot recover, that's very, very, very complicated. And I think that it's like, I know it's not as complicated as like Roman canceling and all that kind of crap.
And like Guilty Gear shit.
But that's still super complicated. I mean, have you tried that shit?
It's
It's
hard.
super
Yeah.
complicated. And I mean,
It's cool. Like the
and
ice climbers.
I think maybe you're just seeing it because it's like cartoony and like, you know, it's like not traditional health bars.
I don't know. It's like every anime game is like kind of like that.
Yeah, and I know what you mean. It looks like a party game, but like when you play competitively, it doesn't look like one. It's just like they're very quick. They like move. It doesn't look like a party game at all. And I feel like that's one of the things that I like about Smash Brothers.
Mhm.
It can transition from a party game to a sweet looking fighting game.
Okay.
Because like you're saying like, oh, they tap once or twice, and I'm like, Anthony, don't they have a word for that? Don't they have a word for that in Street Fighter, like poking? Like if you see people who are just poking people out with like low kicks, that's the same thing, man.
Yeah, but the low kicks usually lead to something more. Like the whole match isn't me just going poke, 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 and stuff like that.
Yeah, it can. It's like, look at Blaze. He low kicks you, then Hadoukens you, and then he does that for the rest of the match sometimes.
Like there's obviously added complexity to that, but yeah.
I'm just saying, it just has the capacity to be a fighting game.
Like I'll reverse it too. I still think that like fighting games at their heart are still party games to me. Like because
I don't see that.
Oh no, I don't.
Absolutely not.
No. I mean like when I've never bought a fighting game with the intent of.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, come over and two of us will play at a time. I don't think that's the case when you buy Street Fighter. That's what you want.
No,
right?
but I remember the first time I bought my PS2, I bought Soul Calibur 2.
Yeah.
2. And you know what I did? I at high school, I remember friends came over to my house, and we didn't play competitively. It was a social experience.
Same here. But I think for that, like that comes more with the group of people you play with, rather than the game itself.
And that's how I feel about Smash Bros. That's why I feel like it's justifiable just to be a fighting game as much as Street Fighter is.
I like the other. I only think the other way.
Yeah,
because it's like, hey, there's 4 of us. You 2 get full. You guys aren't good. Me and TJ are gonna play out. Oh, but it's okay. Yeah, I understand. This is a cool conversation though. Like, it's just there's a huge like disparity between them. But like, I mean, how do you feel when it's on Twitch, eh?
What? Oh, when it's on Twitch, it's cool. It's cool to watch. Like when people do like. I'll say the Ice Climbers, like Infinite Combo and stuff like that. That kind of stuff is super cool. Yeah. But I'm like every time I watch them, I'm like, you could be playing like if you just put that much time into like Street Fighter. Like, why?
Yeah. So I understand what you mean. It's like me going to Magic and then seeing a stream for like Monopoly 1-on-1.
Yeah.
It's like, oh snap! He brought Warlock Boulevard. This game is over.
I don't know. Like if person was like, yo, I'm a competitive Mario Party player, and it's like, okay, why don't you just play chess if you just want like a 1v1 battle thing?
But I think it's because like when you see Smash Bros, there's 2 people, they're fighting, like they're attacking each other, they're blocking and stuff. So I felt like maybe if you look at it, it's just at the core, it's what it is, right?
Oh, speaking of which, you can do 1-on-1 battles, Final Destination, on the new Smash Bros.
Fox only.
Fox only.
I don't know.
Of course, man. Of course.
You can do it.
You just sit on the other edge of the screen, just shoot each other with their bullets, and then finally, whoever hits each other first dies.
Someone does a reflector, and it's like, oh crap!
How dare you?
Your shield breaks on that, right?
No. I don't know. Does it?
It doesn't. The reflector?
Yeah.
It can break?
Yeah.
Man.
I think I remember I tried it one time. Like, we just reflector battled. And it breaks.
What?
Yeah.
Man, I guess I'm so good I never got that.
And then you get to stun.
Oh my god.
Oh my jeez.
Yeah. But anyways.
I just pick Ike and then hold forward A until someone comes near me, and then I let go. Or I press Captain. I pick Captain Falcon. I press B until it works.
Captain Falcon. Oh, he's a good character. Okay, so that's it for the Smash Brothers talk. Blaven, did you have a pick or something?
Yeah, I have a pick. So I just remembered I watched a trailer for a movie. I can't remember who the main actor was, but Scarlett Johansson's in it. John Leguizamo is also in it. And it's a movie called Chef. So it's about... I forget who the main character is, but he works at a restaurant, and then massively important client comes in and is going to review the restaurant. And I think his boss is Dustin Hoffman. So the main character says to Dustin Hoffman, hey, maybe you should let me cook for this client. I can make a good dish. And Dustin Hoffman says, no, cook what is on my menu. And then they got a bad review. So then the main character gets frustrated. He has to cook for other people and cook their food, but he can make better food. So Robert Downey Jr. sells him a taco truck. And so he opens up this taco truck.
What is this?
Yeah, he opens up this taco truck because it's massively successful. And it just looks, this movie looks awesome. So the main sell of this movie is that apparently it's like food porn. It's just food.
It's called Chef.
Chef.
All right,
we have to see this.
I'll put it on the list.
Yeah, we've already seen this.
It's a food channel, but a movie.
When you said Scarlett Johansson movie, I'm like, she's getting a lot of precedent for like Lucy and Under the Skin, but I had no idea what you were talking about.
Yeah, so this is the one I want to see. So it's pretty good.
I want to see Tony Stark fund a taco truck.
It's so funny.
You know, now that you talk about Tony Stark, and I think I do know what you're talking about. I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
Yeah?
But,
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Can't wait. I think it's next month. So
Yeah.
Yep.
But, speaking of movie trailers, so during Captain America, there was the Spider-Man trailer. What do you guys feel about that?
Yeah, it's more of the same. I
That's
guess.
what it looks like to
Hey,
me.
come on!
It's hella Spider-Man.
I confirmed the Secret Six is coming, right? It has
You
to.
did.
It has to be.
The one thing you did miss is that Venom's getting his own movie.
No.
Yes, he is.
Is it still Eric Foreman?
No.
Oh, lame.
No. No.
Is it gonna be Donna?
And I think the Sinister Six are going to have their own movie, too.
Really?
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Be sinister together?
No, because I think it's...
Yes.
I think it's a redemption tale on these bad guys.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
That's what I read. It's a redemption tale that brings them together
What the
that will
heck?
link into Spidey 4.
Oh my. Oh wait, so they all try to redeem themselves and then they battle Spidey again?
No, like, the redemption story happens, but I believe the conclusion is they become these bad dudes.
Oh, what?
It's like a reverse redemption story into crime.
Wait, but there's already 3 in this one.
Okay, then I really don't know.
Yeah. Weird. Alright, well, I don't know. Maybe it's the 3 from this one try to redeem themselves, but in the 3 other ones, you're like, no, it's still good over in the dark side, we got cookies. And then boom.
We got
Sinister Six.
cookies.
And then Sinister Six.
Oh.
It happens, and then
All
Spidey's
right,
just like, oh no! Venom, huh?
Venom.
Oh, I guess so.
Well, how can you not have Venom?
Will it be against Carnage?
They're saying that Cassidy will show up. Whether or not
Like
it will be
Cletus.
full Carnage, we don't know.
Who would he battle?
Who, Venom?
Yeah.
The Hulk.
Venom battled the Daily Bugle.
It'll be a political battle.
He's just punching the building.
Why are you giving
Two
Peter all
hours?
these assignments?
Just 2 hours. He's like, oh man, it's gonna crumble.
They really made this building solid.
Yeah, we'll see. That seems pretty cool. I'm interested to see how they do it. I mean, he was super well done in Spider-Man. Couldn't do it. Couldn't keep a straight face.
Yeah, I hope they pick a better actor.
Yeah, no, he's perfect.
Eric Foreman?
How many musical numbers do you think will happen in Spider-Man 2?
Are you still on the Brock Lesnar train?
I would love Brock
Who?
Lesnar.
Who's Brock Lesnar gonna be?
No,
Brock.
if he was Eddie Brock, if he was Venom,
Because they look exactly alike, and their names
Yeah.
are alike too.
that would be the
You
best.
could F5 someone. Yes.
It is basically the perfect casting
Yeah.
call.
Do you know what my favorite line in that trailer was?
What?
When he's talking to Harry, and Harry's like, "What you been up to?" He's like, "Oh, a little bit of web design."
Ha.
that
But
was my favorite line in that trailer.
But you hate puns.
But
I don't know why I really like that one.
yeah, it was really cool how he did that one thing where he put his thumb
To
to
split,
split it.
Yeah.
That was sick.
I was like, you know what? They never explain how Spider-Man could do that. I like that.
He just knows, These things.
He just knows.
He made a thing that does it.
Oh, snap, crackle, pop! I could make like a slingshot.
Yeah. All right, let's move on with the show.
Hello, listeners. Do you enjoy hearing Anthony talk about his digital dreams, Vince's plastic preferences, or my cardboard crack addiction? Well, we'd like to hear about all your pastimes too. Send us some letters at tniab.letters@gmail.com. After all, your letters are part of the coolest things in the world too.
So on to our weeks. I'll open up this segment of the show because mine's relatively short. I played Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Okay, that's random.
It was pretty fun.
That's really random.
Yo, it's like it has like every character that you want, and then you could just switch them out, and they'll have like limited attacks. But it's fun to see stuff blow up
And
into
you
pieces.
fly around.
Yeah, I was Iron
Crazy
Man, and
stuff.
I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just shoot missiles at stuff. And then the Hulk obviously smashes everything.
I heard a lot of things blow up into Lego pieces.
They do. They do. Spider-Man has some spider sense. And he can web sling.
There was an alien who had Thor's powers, kinda.
Better Ray Bill.
Yeah, he's in the game.
The horse.
Yo, Beta Real Bill's sick.
Yeah, he's in that game.
The guy who picks up the hammer and he's like, "Oh, I am worthy." And Thor's like, "What?"
Yeah, he's in it. He's in the game. He's a
Beta Real Bill
secret
is
unlockable.
so sick. What's funny is that he's actually funny.
Is he really?
Yeah, a lot of his comics, he looks serious, but then one of the comic covers is an alien getting naked and him like putting an eye over like this underage kid. Like, it's just, I think he's funny. Yeah,
I don't know who he was. Like,
even though he looks super evil.
like I saw the Marvel. Like I saw a Let's Play for this, and someone was playing Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Who the frig is this?" And then I looked him up, and he was like in a Hulk cartoon or something. And it looked like there was like a kid rendition of World War Hulk or something.
Yeah.
It was weird.
He's like a zombified horse.
Yeah,
I was like,
he is
why does he have
wearing
Thor's
the
hammer?
Thor costume.
Yeah.
I was like, why does he have Thor's
Yeah.
hammer? Why is he so ugly?
He
Why is he so ugly?
Yeah.
Why is he so ugly?
Beta Ray Bill.
He has his own hammer, right? They make him one.
I don't know. I can't remember. But he's sweet.
I know he doesn't have Thor's hammer anymore.
No,
He has
he doesn't.
someone else's.
Whatever, man. He's sweet.
Or like Odin says, since you could pick it up, we're gonna make you one.
Yo, Beta Ray Bill, sick.
Yeah. So there's that. And then I've just been playing more Dark Souls 2 because the patch went live.
What does the patch do for you?
So now when I help people out in bosses, I become human again.
Oh.
And it just becomes a lot more manageable now.
What can I do for you?
And I've been having fun helping people. And then people invaded me, and I lost. So
Should have wrecked face, man.
I had the ability to turn into a vase, or I could banish them. And I was just like, you know what? How hard could they be? And they wrecked me.
Should have turned into a vase. Turn into a vase. Ultimate.
Yeah.
In the middle of a field, they'll never see
Yeah,
it.
they'll never see it coming. Just there's a vase here.
It can't be him. He can't be that dumb. Just walk past it.
He took a backstab.
Yeah.
I was the vase.
But yeah, no, I've been having more fun. Unlock some dudes. I could finally do stuff with my boss souls. The game is still pretty hard. And it's still, like, out there to get you.
I like that there's a vendor for boss souls now.
Yeah.
I saw you playing, and like I remember getting boss souls or getting boss items in Dark Souls 1 was kind of a pain because I just didn't want to grind stuff.
Yeah.
But like I like how there's just a vendor. It's like, give me a bunch of souls and this boss soul, and then here is
The weapon
a
you
weapon.
want.
Yeah, it's cool.
What's cool is, like, one boss soul translates usually to, like, 2 or 3 items.
Okay.
That you could choose from, but then,
But you only get the one.
yeah, so then you have to burn your bonfire again to get the boss back. But yeah, there's some bosses that are...
boss again?
Yeah.
That's cool.
You can fight them, but when you fight them again, they're obviously stronger.
Until you can run the max like 3 times or something?
I actually don't know.
Can you get all the weapons? All the pieces?
Probably. I'm pretty sure you can.
I guess as long as you have the item that rekindles, I don't see why not.
I want the full Rathian set, like right now. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually, I think every time you respawn them, it's like it's a new game plus
Yeah.
level.
Okay.
People are so courteous in that game. Like, every time I get summoned, they bow to me.
Yeah, to let you know that they're friendly.
Yeah, I'm like,
Role playing.
Alright.
I always do the war cry one, where you get on your knees and go, ah!
Oh, I have one that's similar to that, only I'm standing and I'm like, welcome. Welcome to my world.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I'm still nowhere near, like, finishing this game.
I really wish that there was an emoticon where you pump your fist in front of your crotch and then throw away stuff. Boom!
Where you can,
But at the cost, you throw away the
Wow.
weapon that you're holding,
Wow.
and you just chuck it. You're like, I beat you, I don't even need this sword.
That's...
That would be literally the best. If you just beat a boss, you're like, woo!
Wow.
That would be pretty good.
Wow. Wow. That would be something.
Yeah. It would be something.
I'm down. I'm down for this patch.
Me
I'm down
too.
for this mod.
I'm too.
Yeah, but I think that's really it. Nothing else to talk about. I mean, I watched the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode that is affected by Thing,
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
It's a pretty intense episode. It's,
Yeah.
yeah. I can't believe it took a movie to make the show better, but hey.
But, you know, them's the breaks.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. But yeah, that was my week.
Sweet, man.
So, Anthony, why don't you tell me what you've been up to?
Uh,
I think it's a lot. I think
it
I
is.
read a lot.
It is a lot.
Oh, Jesus.
I finished L.A. Noire. I managed.
Noire?
Yeah, I managed to get a working copy. And like that game is like it's good, but at no point is there like how like in a story there's like the beginning, there's the action scenes to the climax, and then there's the fall off and to the end and stuff. That game is just like a straight line in terms of excitement. Throughout
Really?
the whole game, like you said, you didn't finish it. Like I don't think that the ending is anything special to warrant you going back in or anything.
No?
Like if you want to, like you could YouTube it, but
Okay.
like I don't think it's like even the ending to me was pretty lackluster. Like I thought it was just kind of whatever. But I do really like the detective aspects, and if they ever do like another LA Noire or like another detective game, I'd like to see it maybe in a different era.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be really cool. Like I like the whole recognizing stuff by facial expressions and all that kind of.
I think it would be cool if it was placed in the future, like Minority Report style.
And he just has the glove.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's just going through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. But yeah, it's good, but like it's I don't think it was anything like fantastic. Okay. Yeah.
So the worst Rockstar game. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, if you think about it, maybe. I also finished the Ballad of Gay Tony.
Yes.
You are correct. That is the best DLC.
Yeah.
By the end of that game, you are doing some like kind of weird, like San Andreas level weirdness.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Yeah, it is very fun, and all the characters. I love all the characters.
Yeah. To me, that DLC is exactly like in GTA 5 when you play the Trevor missions.
Yeah,
They're like that, only without Trevor.
yeah. Without a reaming psychopath,
Yeah.
just killing everything.
Yeah.
I do really like the way they portrayed Gay Tony as a character. Like, he's not the stereotypical, like, hey, how's it going? Like, that kind of gay.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a dude that likes the penis. Like, it's just...
He's a regular dude.
Yeah, he's just a regular dude. And I like that. I like that they didn't go all the way... Like, in Rockstar usually takes the extremes of any end of something.
Yep.
And then kind of points out how ridiculous it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that they didn't do that with this character.
Yeah.
Which was really good. I played the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle.
How is
The
it?
demo. I don't know. Like, I think this is gonna be in like the party games realm.
Okay.
Like, I don't know.
It's like a Dragon Ball Z.
It's got okay, so
Kai,
kinda, yeah, or like those like
Naruto.
yeah, like those Naruto games, kind of like that. It's got there's an auto combo button. There's a light and a heavy.
I like what I'm hearing.
So if you just mash light for a while, like Persona, you'll do an auto combo, and if you mash it enough, it'll end off with a super.
I like what I'm hearing.
For characters that have stands, you can have a stand mode on and off, and then I honestly don't know what that accomplishes because they have the same type of moves. It's just that your stand is also punching with you and stuff like that. So it doesn't, like, at least the characters I've seen, it doesn't really change anything.
Wait, but don't you get extra hits because there's that dude there?
I don't know. Like, it didn't seem like it to me. I didn't really pay attention to the hit counter, but like everything seemed pretty much the same.
Okay.
And I think this game is just mainly for like the fan service. Like, if you want to play as if your favorite part character versus this part character, and you want to see like interactions or something like that, I think this is really just made for fan service. But I don't know how the full game will turn out.
Okay.
But it's cool seeing all the special moves. You get to play as Jotaro from Part 3, Caesar from Part 2, and Dio from Part 1. And so Dio has like vampirism instead of a time stop stand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The way they balance out the stands is that, or the people who don't have stands, is that usually they have more base power.
Yeah.
And to make up for the lack of stand. But it's cool. And then I've also been... The main thing I've been doing is reading a manga called Yowamushi Pedal.
Oh, this is what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, and it's about... It's so typical shonen.
Uh-huh.
Like, it hurts. This guy, this nerdy kid...
High school?
Of course, high school. He's
Okay.
a freshman in high school, just got in.
Oh!
And he has no friends.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, poor guy, right? And so he's trying to revive the anime club at the school.
Okay.
Yeah, and so what happens is that he meets some people in the beginning, and you learn that ever since the 4th grade, he's been making a bike trip from his city to Akihabara, which where he lives is a 45-kilometer ride back, like both ways.
Wow.
So he's doing a 90-kilometer ride like every weekend.
Yeah.
To because he doesn't want to waste money on the train, so he can buy more capsule toys.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, so cute. And pretty much what happens is that he meets up with the cycling team.
Uh-huh.
And this guy who's joining the cycling team, he's on like a road racer, he's got like all the gears and stuff, but he can't beat our main character on an uphill climb while he's using like a regular utility bike with like a basket and everything. And then from there it's like, oh, this character has natural talent. And they put him onto the team and teach him the ropes of biking. Like the best way I can explain it is like if you've seen Hajime no Ippo and how that starts, it's kind of like that. It's like this character, he's kind of a doofus, but he has this natural talent because of whatever he does beforehand,
Right.
and it translates perfectly into whatever the manga is about. And it's really fun. It's just
So what happened to the anime club?
he just ditches it. He joins the bike club. He gets on the racing team,
Well, that's where the story ends for me.
No more anime. His like every character has their specialty on the team. Like some people are good at sprints on flat roads, some people are good at downhill and controlling their bike. His specialty is uphill climbs.
Yeah.
And the way he does it isn't by any technique. It's just pure brute force and pedaling as fast as he possibly can.
Okay.
So he just brute forces through everything, and it's fun. It's just fun. Like it's very stereotypical shonen. You won't find anything really out of the norm here. It hits all the shonen points, but it's cool. I like all the in-depth stuff on biking. It taught me a lot of stuff about biking I didn't know, like about how much the equipment does matter. Just the effects. I didn't know that there's these things called, you can get cleats for bikes, and and they hook into the pedals, and it doesn't only make it so that your just feet stay on the pedals, but also while you're riding, you're also, instead of using your one foot to push down on a pedal, you're also pulling up with your other foot, and it like
works out different muscles.
And it works out different muscles, and it makes you go faster because you're using half the effort on each pedal. And stuff like that. I didn't know. Like, it's a lot of cool stuff about biking I didn't know. It's actually pretty educational for a shonen manga.
Cycling's intense.
Yeah, cycling's nuts. Yeah. The last arc I just finished. They finished a training camp where they had to finish 1,000 kilometers in 4 days.
Nice.
Yeah. And that was intense, full of drama, friendship, heartbreaks.
1,000 kilometers.
Yeah, in 4 days. In 4 days.
Wow.
So.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's fun. It's good. It's a recommended read if you like stereotypical shonen stuff like that.
Is this new?
It's new-ish. On Manga Reader, it only seems to. I think the last time I checked, it has like 170 chapters.
Okay.
So it's not like as long as like an Ippo or something like that.
Okay.
But it's really good. I think there's way more volumes out though that just haven't been translated.
All right.
I think when I checked Wikipedia, like the cover on the Wikipedia page is like volume 30 or something.
Wow.
So I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah. But that's been my week.
All right.
Yeah, I started some other stuff, but I'll talk about that next week.
Cool. Blaven's gonna round out the show.
Yo, girls. So I was in Philadelphia this weekend. I was there playing Magic, and I just realized that in the past 3 or so months, I've been traveling more for this game than. Yeah, I've been traveling a lot for this game, which is pretty sick. I didn't realize. I'm lucky I have friends that go over these places. And, well, first things first. U.S. roads. Man, the tolls are crazy.
Yeah.
Spend a ton of money on the tolls, man.
It evens out.
Yeah.
With us. We pay 13% tax.
Yeah. It's cray though. What happens if you don't have money? What are you going to do?
That's America. You always have $1 bills.
Yeah, true. And they have these cool baskets that you throw change in.
Have you never crossed the border?
And so, like, sorry, Vince, I'm still talking.
No, I don't even mean by, like, the States. I mean, like, when you go just cross the border, there's a bridge fee.
Didn't we do that when we went to camping?
Yeah, but I don't think we threw change.
Oh.
Yeah, you do. I'm pretty sure you throw it in.
Oh, man, maybe you did it.
Maybe I did. No, you were driving, so you
took
would've
away my fun.
Yeah, I took away your change.
Okay, continue.
Anyway, so it's pretty cool. So I went there for the Grand Prix. I ended up making day 2, so that's good. I had to have a 7 wins and 2 loss record.
Good.
My final round opponent was an established pro, and I fortunately was able to defeat him in battle.
Oh, nice.
I misplayed myself into a win, so that was great.
What?
Yeah, so basically, I thought this card did something else. I thought this card killed. Okay, so for example, this card called Fall of the Hammer. It says your creature deals damage to target creature equal to its power, but my creature doesn't fight back. I thought it did, so I played a card that made my guy bigger just to save it and kill his dude. And I was like, "Yeah, your plan backfired," but it just saved my dude. But my dude ended up doing the killing blow, so I was like, "Oh, sweet."
Okay.
My misplay helped me win.
Oh, okay.
So it was pretty funny. What else? Yeah, and then the second day I totally pooped the bed, and my first draft pot I went 0-3, and then the next one I went 2-1. So
Okay.
no bueno. So I ended up finishing 9 wins, 6 losses. So on a 60% win record. So kind of happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Now, do these stats get incorporated into your stats here in Canada?
yeah. So right now I am ranked number 2 in Ontario.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where are you in Canada?
Probably like 100 millionth. I don't know. I don't know about how I'm in Canada.
I don't think there's that many people in Canada.
Yeah,
That'd
but
be
like,
impressive.
Because I was gonna say Ontario is the biggest thing. So if you said you were in the hundreds, I'm like, wow, where's there?
so this is just by
special-
points, right? So the reason I have this second in Ontario thing is because I won a Pro Tour qualifier and I have all these points saved up, and it's just like you have the second most amount of points. I don't think it means you're the best. You're the second best player. In
No,
all
that's what it
of
means. It
Ontario.
means you're the second best player.
Yeah, because I am a scrub and I'm really bad at.
That's what all
games.
the good greats say.
Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, that's been pretty fun, and I definitely recommend going to Philly. It's pretty beautiful there. It was super nice there. It was like 20 degrees every day.
You get cheesesteak?
Oh, I did get cheesesteaks.
Good for you,
Delicious.
Good for you.
Didn't know that they used Cheese Whiz.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it's good stuff. And they have an abundance of Panera breads. Is that like a thing in the States? Like I don't even know.
There's a lot of things about the States we don't know.
Yeah. It's just it's just down there. It's just blackness. We don't know what's going on.
We think we know. We know.
We like hanging out at the top.
Did you know that in some states they have drive-through alcohol places?
What?
Yeah,
Like you drive through and you pick up your six-pack?
that's nuts.
What is? Oh, whoa! Something I forgot. $5 for 20 nuggets.
Yep.
I
Okay.
got so,
I thought you were gonna say $5 footlong. I'm like, wait a minute.
Whoa.
We have that here.
I got so fat. The first day I was there, I was in a nugget coma.
Wow.
Couldn't get out of it. They had to resuscitate me because I had so many nuggets.
Just give him $20. Give me 100 nuggets.
I had 60 in the real weekend.
You had 60 nuggets?
I don't think I want to eat another nugget, but I'm pretty sure I will.
Oh.
Until we go back,
my
and you're
God.
like, oh, $5 nuggets.
It's like, how's McDonald's so profitable? They're giving away 20 nuggets for $5.
Yeah, but the cost of those nuggets, right?
I don't know why that's not here. You want 5 nuggets in Canada? It's like, yo, $30, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because our government cares about our health, apparently.
Stupid government.
Did you know they take out like 70% of the fat in bacon?
What?
For-
That's just
Yeah.
flavor.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's been the majority of my week. I was saving up a lot of money to try and go there, so now didn't even make the money, man. If I had one more win, I could have made $250.
Like, that's just prize money?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They pay out pretty high, like like
It's
100.
America.
Mark.
It's America. They have all the money.
Cool. But yeah, so it's pretty crazy. Yeah, so that's been my week. Just lots of magic. I'm like magicked out now
Yeah, man. We know.
until my next big event.
So when is your next event? Next week?
No,
Tomorrow?
I think in June.
Oh, that's right, because it's all your pre-release stuff till then.
Yes, and all the other Grand Prix are like deep into America. Yeah, and
They're
the
just
next
deep
the
in-
next Canadian one is in Ottawa, and that's in November. Unless I
Whoa.
want to travel to like Milan or like Japan
Do you want to travel to either of those?
or Buenos Aires.
I'd like to go to Milan.
Yeah, me too. Hey, Bapari Boopy, Magic Perea.
It's exactly what they talk like.
Yeah. I'm kidding. Yeah,
Hey,
no.
boopity boopy? What?
Yeah, boppity boopy,
I
magic. I want to play the magic, eh?
One of the guys I met was really lucky because there was a Grand Prix in Paris, and he qualified for the Pro Tour in Valencia. So he's like, "Woo! One weekend Grand Prix Paris, next weekend Pro Tour Valencia." Like, must be nice.
It's like, screw you.
So I was like, "Man," he's like, "Yeah, but I was super broke after.
That's cool.
I'm in debt."
Wow. Well,
So hopefully, I do so good at the Pro Tour. I'm just on the Pro Tour train.
so were you wearing your shirt? Your Dungeon Comics
Yes, I was
shirt?
wearing my Dungeon Comics shirt.
Were ya?
You're like, "Whoa, you're from Dungeon Comics?" I'm like,
I bet they weren't.
No, I bet they weren't. I didn't even know I was from
No,
Dungeon Comics.
what we got to do now. We got to iron on some podcast logos.
Oh,
Onto my skin.
Then it's like, whoa, you're from Three Nerds in the Basement?
that'll give us a good
Damn.
excuse to make a new logo.
So
Oh, yeah, it would. We should figure that out.
Yeah.
It was actually in the store. It was playing on the store today, just to irk me. They were playing the podcast.
Yeah.
Do they just do it like in the afternoon? Like,
I don't know what's going on.
Like
there.
lunchtime?
I realized, like, even some of my friends, like, they like to play the podcast. They're like, well, you don't want to listen to your own voice and stuff?
What? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a thing. But Vince doesn't have that problem.
No.
He's just like, yes, I do want to listen to my
No,
own
I have
voice.
adult
And say-
friends.
I think
Yeah, your friends are, like, have their life together.
no. I think they understand my ego's already big enough.
I see. I see what's going on here.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah. That and
Yeah, so if we do this Google Hangout thing, ask me about magic. I think that I can tell you guys something about magic.
I think me and Vince can tell them about something about magic.
I want you guys to do a magic podcast. Just you two.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know, but it's so.
We should
so-
review a set.
The problem is that requires work, and I just have no
No, it
enthusiasm.
doesn't. All we do is we print out a list of cards and their pictures, and then we just say yay or nay.
Oh,
It's like, yeah, this
Fun.
story seems good.
that's like me saying, "Hey, let's." This new LP came out. You want to hear my thoughts on
Hot
it?
new LP.
So this girl like sings and she hits notes.
Did you know the Magic Community came out with a new LP? Check
What?
it out. I know everything about this.
I'm actually interested in this Magic Community Music collab. This hot collabo.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways, end of the show. So, like you already mentioned, and I will re-mention, we are planning a Google Hangout Community Day here at TNIAB. I say day, it's mostly going to be like,
Once a week.
no, I mean like an allotted period of time.
Yeah, and we're all gonna be
One time
shirtless.
ago.
We're all gonna be shirtless, and we're gonna spray each
I don't
other
know.
with Vince's hose,
That's
Oh.
That-
like water hose.
phrasing.
It's gonna be like that scene from Zoolander.
With the gas?
With the gas-
The
Gasoline
gas
fight?
alien, yeah. I'm Mikas.
Oh, right. I'm Zoolander.
Okay,
Oh,
so
he's
you're
the only
alive.
one that lives.
Yeah, that's why I picked them.
I'm gonna be the car.
You'd be lighting the cigarette.
worst,
You'd be the one lighting the cigarette.
Yeah. Yeah, so just remember, email us at tniab.letters@gmail.com. You've probably already heard that email multiple times throughout this episode.
You
so
can also use it to send us letters.
Yeah. So, if you're interested, just give us a shout. For those who have already emailed us, if you haven't received my response to giving you further instructions, check your spam folder or email me or email us again. If not, bug us somewhere on Facebook, Twitter, I don't know, Google Plus,
Grinder.
and I'm sure we'll see it and we'll get back to you. Again, it's probably going to be Sunday or Monday evening.
We'll figure out a time. Once we get enough participants, I guess we can iron out.
I think we have enough participants, to be honest. It's just
Really? What? Really?
well, I don't know. We got more than I thought we'd get. Obviously, I thought we were gonna get 0.
How many,
Yeah.
How many, did you get? How many ash you get?
So we have 2
Oh, hot.
interested parties, but
Sexy.
I just don't know where they're located.
ASL.
So if time is a thing, like if you're located on the West Coast, then I understand that
You have time
it
constraints.
might be And, like I was hoping somewhere around like 6-7 o'clock at night to do it.
Yeah.
Because that would probably be best for everyone. But yeah, all right, we'll figure it out. Other than that, this has been another episode of 3 Nerds in the Basement. We hope you enjoyed listening. We'll see you next week. I hope, maybe. You
No,
guys-
man.
no?
End of the world next week. It's
Yeah.
over.
All right then. Well, see ya.
Bye.